and I just got home from the studio. Now I can talk. Hey, this is day 4 of Bri N Business. I just got home from the studio. I am live on YouTube and Facebook. My husband may join me. We just had a very busy day at the studio. Let me fix my curls for the girls. Hey, Al. And whoever else joined. So yeah, I just had a busy day at the studio. I had been up there since 9. We had an event because we rent out our space. So Brittany Curry is a fitness instructor / personal trainer and all of that. And this is her wear. And it also stands for Bri Sharice. But no, Brittany Curry, it was a great event, and this hoodie feels so good. So she came and she did fitness with the women. We did a women empowerment event today, and then I had 3 classes at the studio. I had tutus and taps, which is our 4 and 5-year-old class, our tots and tutus, which is our 2 and 3-year-old class, and then I taught a hip hop class. So today has been a busy day, but I wanted to be faithful to YouTube and Facebook, and continue my Bri N Business. So day 1, we talked about if you're thinking about starting a business, that, hey, Kasha, thanks for showing me some love. Yeah, make sure you share with your friends, invite your friends and your family. Day 1, we talked about having clarity for your purpose, to know what it is. So that's what we talked about day 1. Day 2, we talked about, what did we talk about day 2? Investing in yourself. So investing in yourself. So whether that be getting some additional training, going on YouTube, like learning and being a master of whatever industry it is that you're going in. Hey, Bianca and Courtney and Jamila Moody, all you guys joining, Kasha. Hey, day 3, we talked about don't despise humble beginnings. So that means that even if you start small, start somewhere, because a lot of times fear will just have you to say, well, I don't have it all together. And like, even with my story, which you'll hear more about over the days, is that, hey, Courtney, it's never going to be perfect. The situation will never be perfect. You'll never have all of your ducks in a row. And if you're trying to start something and you're saying that you're going to wait till everything gets great, then you'll never start. And a lot of us have been called to be entrepreneurs, or called to do anything great, be better in your marriage, because it can apply across all the board. It can apply to other areas of your life. And if you never start, say, well, I'm not going to start cooking because I'm not a good cook. This is me talking to myself. Start somewhere, start somehow. So today, I would say today's tip, or not even tip, because I like talking. I don't want to assume like I have it all together. But I like, people learning from what I'm learning through this entrepreneurship journey. And I guess I have people joining who might not know me. My dad just joined. Hey, Daddy. Hey, Brian West. But my name is Brianna Harrelson. People know me as Bri. I'm from Maryville, Indiana. I graduated from Howard University with a major in business and a minor in dance. I worked in IT for about 5 years before I was laid off from corporate America. But during that time of me being laid off, I already was continuing dancing. I always been dancing on the side and teaching dance on the side. So when I was laid off, I just transitioned over into my own business. At that time, I was teaching pregnancy and new mom dance classes. And then I had already been working with youth and teenagers and everybody else in dance. So transitioning from that, I started my own dance studio right here in Maryville, Indiana, called Bri's Dance Place. And we offer classes. People told me not to say from the cradle to the grave, but we offer classes from pregnancy and new mom, so brand new babies who haven't even entered the world yet, to senior chair fitness. So everything in between, 2 years old, 18 years old, ballet, tap, jazz, modern, and hip hop. So we offer the whole gamut. And then we also do studio rentals at our space. So if you're a photographer and you need to use a space, if you're a dancer, if you have a dance group, Brittany Curry just had a fitness event at my space. So we even do birthday parties. We'll have a party coming up on next Saturday. So we offer space rentals, and then we do kids' birthday parties as well. So kids themed birthday dance parties, we do that at the studio. And today's thing that I'm talking about is who you're with, like your tribe, your people who support you. So I wanted to invite a special guest to my live today, which is none other than my handsome husband of, it'll be 4 years in October. So I want you to say hi to the people.
Hey, people.
So you can't be seen on Facebook. So let me move you over here.
What's that one? Okay.
That's YouTube.
Oh, okay.
because we're going to monetize that. And then this is Facebook. So we have 10 people on our live. So basically today's tip is who's in your tribe. So a lot of times we focus on people who don't support us, but it's a lot of people who do support us in our dreams and in our vision. So if somebody's on here and they want to be an entrepreneur as yourself, you're a photographer, and then I own the dance studio and I do other things too. How would you say, what's the best way to support a loved one who has a dream or who is interested in entrepreneurship? Because did you always support my dreams?
Of course.
Okay, so let's talk about our personalities. My husband, Paul, which I feel like most men are just the providers. Like they're very logical. They think about long run, long term, like how is this going to be? So how did you feel when I first found out I was laid off? So I come from a corporate background. So I got laid off. This was 2018. I had been with my company. I was employed by IBM for about 5 years. So from 2013 to 2018, I was with them for 5 years and I made a nice salary. And you made a nice salary too. And we had just built a house, and this is the beginning of 2018. And I just found out I was pregnant. So I found out I was pregnant on Valentine's Day, and this was probably like April. And I found out I was laid off. And how did you feel?
Initially, I was okay with it because I didn't really want you to work while you were pregnant or have to travel. So I was okay with it.
Oh yeah, because I think the reason that I was laid off was this other position that required me to travel every day for a year. And this is before I found out I was pregnant. And I was excited about it because I'm a road warrior. Like I love to travel. When I first started with IBM for like 2 years, when I was single before I met Paul, I traveled every week. So I would leave on like a Sunday like evening, and I would travel to New Jersey or to other states, and then I would come back like a Thursday evening, and I really liked that. And I was living downtown. I was single. I ain't had no kids. Had no responsibilities, so I could get up and go. He's a photographer, so excuse me while he's adjusting
the light. It was bothering me
and centering us.
The angle was off.
So I'm in my chair.
But
Okay. So if you're just joining, this is Paul. This is, what's your name?
Brianna.
Okay, this is Paul and Brianna Harrelson. And this is Bri N Business. So I'm staying consistent, and every day I'm coming on and giving a tip about, as I'm going through my entrepreneurship journey, things that I've learned and things that I'm currently learning. And today's tip is knowing who's in your corner, who's your tribe, who's your support system. So we were just talking about how the process of me going into entrepreneurship before I got laid off, and how my husband felt about me getting laid off because I was pregnant. But I was telling you guys that I think that I got laid off. It was this position that they wanted me to travel every week for a year. And I was excited. I'm taking this. Oh, I get to travel. I'm getting back on the road, because I had been working from home for like the last maybe year, and I hadn't been able to travel. And me going to my husband and honoring my husband, I say, babe, what do you think about this position? It's everything that it's project management. I get to travel. I get to grow with the company, it's leadership and all that. What did you say?
I said, no, I don't think you should take it.
And then why did you just say that?
Because we're a young married couple, and you're going to be gone Monday through Thursday, and then I work shift work, so I don't think it would have been good.
So he said that he didn't think it would be good. And I listened, because he's my husband and I honor him, even though I cried. And I was like, well, you work shift work anyway, like you be gone. But I just honored that. And I'm glad that I did, because literally the next week I found out I was pregnant. I still would have traveled being pregnant, knowing me. I traveled on my bump baby and dance tour being pregnant. So I turned that down. That's why I think I got laid off, because with IBM, they were like, bruh, where your skills at? You turned down a job. You ain't got no job, like not a job. So I was a consultant. So you get projects or roles. So I'm employed by IBM, but I still have to make money for them by being on somebody's project. If you're not profitable, you're not making the money, you're costing them money. So I was on the bench, meaning like, like if you in the NFL and you're not you getting paid, but you're not doing nothing. You're not contributing. That's how it was. So that's what happened. Well, actually, I was on a project when I got laid off. I don't know. But it wasn't God's will. Put it like that. Let's not cry over spilled milk. It really launched me into what I believe God was telling me to do is with the studio. So I got laid off. And you said you were okay because you didn't want me to work. But then when did it feel like, okay, bro, I want you to work?
Probably towards the end of the summer.
So in the last summer, what was I pregnant? I had the baby. All these years kind of start mixing together. We had the baby in 2018 at the end.
Of October.
2019 is when you wanted me to work.
Yeah, after he was like 6 months.
Yeah, so he wanted me to work, and I did.
So that was what, like over a year?
Yeah, that was last year.
Yeah.
So when at 2019, so I did work. I worked because I had like a severance package. And then that kind of ran out. And I did like a 10-hour-a-week job working with like kids in the school, after school program. I was like, bruh, I know this is not what I'm supposed to be doing. Like God told me to focus on my business. But God hadn't told you that, huh?
Nah, Paul was telling you to go apply for jobs.
Yeah, and that's the worst thing when you like, you're a new mom, so that's already a transition. And then your husband like sending you Indeed, like, oh, apply for this. Oh, apply for this. Oh, and I'm like, look, I heard that I'm supposed to start my business. So then I was about ready to quit, like to walk away from the business and just like go back to corporate America. I even got hired by BET. I interviewed with BET. I got hired by them, but then I was like, this doesn't, for me, it just wasn't me being away from my brand new baby. I would have to catch like a 6 a.m. train, 7 a.m. train and make it downtown Chicago, be down there from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., catch a 6 p.m. train. It was just doing too much. So decided not to do that. And then God told me to start the business. And now in August of 2019, that's when God kind of confirmed it to him, like, babe, whatever you want to do, just start the business. So this live today is about having people in your corner who support you, who can help you like visualize and dream. And it's important for you to focus on people who do support you. And don't worry about the haters. Like, honestly, I never really knew I had haters. They're not important. They're not paying your bills. Like, they're not putting food on your table. And I have come to the realization because I'm really a nice person. Like, I'm a loving person, and I don't feel like there's any reason for someone not to like me. So I am still working through this process of divorcing myself from other people's opinions of what they think about me, because they're not a factor in my life, but I do care about that sometimes still, like, oh, if they don't like me, but no, I'm getting over that. So
I'm rubbing off on you.
Yeah, he's rubbing off on me. He could care less about what anybody got to say, what they think or anything. But yeah, it's important to have people who support you because, and I even posted on my Instagram today, my best friend, Charnay, she really helped me through this season, just like her prayers and her constant support. So when you're said not to do something big, like, because for me, opening a dance studio is big because now I'm my own boss. I have other people working for me. So I'm responsible for them. I have children who I'm responsible for. My brand is very important. So I said all of that to say, why did I say that? Oh, that it's important to have those people who support you and love you, because sometimes it does get hard. And you just want people there who are you can like bounce ideas off of. Do you feel like I can support you in your business?
Yeah.
What's your business? Tell the people if they don't know.
I'm a photographer. I'm a world-renowned photographer coming out of Gary, Indiana.
And what's the type of pictures that you like to take?
I like to take portraits and headshots. And I like to do event photography too.
So if you are a model, they don't have to be a model.
No, you don't have to be a model. I work with
you make everybody look good, even if they're not a model.
Yeah. Sometimes people make me work, but it's fun.
He doesn't do boudoir shoots, so don't ask about
I don't do boudoir.
That.
And yeah, that's about the and I really don't do newborns.
Oh, you don't like the newborn baby because they be all...
I just did my my son, but that's it.
You did his 1-year-old photo shoot.
Yeah.
That was really cool. But yeah, so your tribe is important. Who's on your team is important because sometimes it will get hard. And that's one thing that I do thank God for my mom. She was always like my biggest, not fan, but she was always there to encourage me and to just give me wisdom. And since she's not here, I've had other people who have just stepped up and just been there for me. So I thank God for that. But yeah, we're not going to keep this long. I just wanted to make sure that I was consistent. I got on here. If you have any questions about business, about marriage, about fatherhood or motherhood, how to balance it all. Anything else you want to say? Because you look weird just standing there. Should we start a YouTube channel? We do have a YouTube channel. We just haven't uploaded any videos lately. If you think we should continue and start back uploading videos, give me a heart. Nobody gave me a heart. Give me a thumbs up. All right. Well, that's all we have to say. Happy Saturday. Yeah, happy Saturday. And we're getting off this live. Share it with your friends. Invite your friends. Do a watch party. And maybe we might do a YouTube video soon. And then I have a special announcement. It's what, 4 days left? Make sure you're on my Instagram and my Facebook because you want to be a part of this. You don't even know what my special announcement is. Am I pregnant? You don't even know, do you? Okay. Have a great Saturday. Bye.
Definitely not pregnant.
Hey. So